Hello students, welcome to 7th maths class. In our last session we have seen some problems based on simple interest which we all learned last year. This year we will learn some more ways to find simple interest by formula. Let us learn the formula used to solve problems based on simple interest. The principle, that is the amount of money which we are going to deposit or to borrow from bank or anybody. So the principle is same every year and the rate of interest too remains same. The interest calculated in this way is called simple interest. Let us calculate total interest when the principal is deposited for T years at our rate of interest. Suppose the interest for 1 year is capital I. Then the ratio of interest to principal for 1 year will become I divided by P is equal to I divided by 100. Because for P principal we are getting I as interest. Therefore, suppose for 100 rupees we are getting interest at the rate of capital R. Therefore, it is I divided by P is equal to I divided by 100. Therefore, value of interest, if we will calculate, it will be I is equal to P into R. Cross multiplication is just done. I is equal to P into R divided by 100. So interest for T years will be equal to I into T. Therefore, as we have added or as we have multiplied by T to interest, so both the side we have to multiply by R, so that it will become I into T is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So total interest for T years will be I into T, which will be equal to principal into rate into time divided by 100. With the help of this formula, we can solve examples. Consider the second example. Here, principal is given as 25,000, R is given as 8, and T is equal to 3, that is time period is equal to 3. Now total interest formula just we got as P into R into T divided by 100. So just here we will put values. Principal is equal to 25,000 into rate is 8 and into time period is 3. So here 0 of 100 gets cancelled. So remaining thing is 250 into 8 into 3. So that value will come 6,000. So total interest for 3 years will be 6,000 rupees. So in this way, directly within simple or single step, we can calculate the total interest which we will get after 3 years. So whenever we are solving problems, we have to use this formula. Total interest I is equal to P into T into R divided by 100, where P is principal, T is time period, and R is rate of interest. Consider second example. Sandeep borrowed 12,000 rupees from a bank for 4 years at the rate of 8.5 PCPA for his son's education. What is the total amount? They returned to the bank at the end of that period? So first we will identify which values are given. So 1,20,000 is principal. R is 8.5, means 8.5 rate of interest, and T is time period. So we will put the value in the formula. I is equal to P into R into T. So it will be 1,20,000 into 8.5 into 4 divided by 100. So here if we want to remove decimal point of 8.5, we have to multiply by 10 divided by 10 on both the sides. So it will become 1020 lakh into 85 into 4 into, so whole divided by 100 into 10. This 10 is extra, that is this one. Now the zeros gets cancelled. From 10, 1 0 will go. Total 3 zeros are there in denominator. So from numerator also 3 zeros will go. Now remaining is 120 into 80 into 4, and that value is going to come as 40,800. So Sandeep Babu has to give interest of 40,800 after the period of 4 years, and total amount if we see, then he has to return amount A is equal to P plus I. So that will be 12,000 plus 40,000 is equal to, 1,20,000 plus 40,800, that will be 1,60,800 rupees. So in this way, interest and amount both we can calculate with the help of formula. Next question is, when 4 of quantities, principal, time, rate and amount are given, to find the formula. In general formula, we have to place any letter in place of unknown quantity and we can find the value. Here in this example, principal is given as 25,000 rupees, amount is 31,000 rupees, time period is 4 years, and what will be rate of interest is asked. So here principal is not given, so simple interest formula we can't use, because here principal is given and amount is given, rate of interest we have to calculate. Here if we see in the formula, I is equal to P into R into T divided by 100, rate is unknown to us and simple interest is also unknown to us. So directly we can't use that formula because two quantities are unknown. That's why first we have to calculate interest, and we can calculate that with the help of formula. Amount is equal to principal plus total interest. So if we want to find total interest, what we should do, that should be amount minus principal. So amount minus principal will be total interest. That's why 31,000 minus 25,000, it will be 6,000. That will be total interest. Now that value we can put in the formula of interest. Now for this case, what things we are having, just list that. Principal is 25,000, time period is 4 years, and interest as we calculated it is 6,000 rupees. So now we can use the formula. Simple interest is equal to principal into rate into time divided by 100. Principal is 25,000, put there. R is unknown, time period is 4 years, and simple interest is 6,000. So it will be like this. 6,000 will be equal to 25,000 into R into 4 divided by 100. As we want to find R we will keep on one side, remaining all things we will shift. That is, R is kept on one side, all things are shifted this side. So 100 is in denominator, it will go in numerator, and 25,004 they will go in denominator. So it will become 6,000 into 100. 6,000 into 100 will be in numerator, and 25,000 into 4, that will be in denominator. So if we see here, total 3 zeros are present in denominator, so we can cut 3 zeros from numerator as there is multiplication. Whenever there is multiplication we can do that, but when there is addition we can't do. So just zeros, 3 zeros we will cancel from numerator also. So the values remains 600 into 1 is in the numerator and 25 into 4 that is in denominator. So here if we see 25 ones are 25, 25 twos are 50, 10 will remain. So 25 fours are 100. Now 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24. So R will be equal to 6. In this way rate of interest we found as 6 PCPA. Now based on this practice set 40, in tomorrow's session we will see whatever questions we have learnt today or seen today, that solved questions also you have to copy in your notebook.